If you'd like to see how I turn these supplies into these beautiful cards, stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome to Tiflydesigns. Today we're sharing the cards created using the November 2020 card kit. And today I'm also gonna announce the winners from the last video. And here we go. For my first card, I started by stamping my sentiment. It says, "I'm so thankful for you, especially during times like these." And I did a lot of fussy cutting for this card kit, and I saw this there, and it had two sizes on two different papers. So I cut both of them out, so it looked like a mother and baby just cozying up next to a basket of apples and a blanket. And I just cut them out, like I said, and finish off my card with this little scene of a mother and a baby. I added my scene to this piece of pink cardstock from the kit and added to a white card base, and that's it for card number 1. For card number 2, I'm using this scene also from the paper pad, and I fussy cut out these two little critters. It's an owl and a squirrel, and I created a scene where the squirrel is standing on that little fence area, and he's offering the owl a nut, pretty much. And add my sentiment on a piece of black cardstock with white embossing powder. Spruce up some areas of my little critters with a white gel pen. Add it to this orange piece of cardstock, and then add it to my card base. And that's it for card number 2. Card number 3, I'm using some of the pattern paper again, and I cut out parts of this flower scene because you get 2 of the same cardstock. So I cut out one, fussy cut out one, and then one was already on this piece of cardstock. So I added both and create like a flower scene. Then I'm just going to add my sentiment. Then I added a piece of this orange cardstock at the bottom of my card base, and then I'm going to add my little scene that I created, like so. And that's it for card number 3. For card number 4, I stamped the single sunflower in the stamp set, and I'm going to use my Copic markers to color it up. Then I fussy cut my sunflower, and I cut this scene using one of my stitch dies, and I'm just going to add my sunflower right over that thing that looks like a tray or mirror or something, and I'm going to add my sunflower right there. And as you can see, I fussy cutted some of the pretty leaves also from the papers, and I'm going to create a cute little floral scene. I ended up coloring one of the small sunflowers and another one of the big ones also to finish off the scene, and you see it in the card when we get to the end. Card number 5, number 5, I decided to use one of the acetate sheets, and I'm adding some double-sided adhesive all around except for the top. I didn't want the tape to be seen, so I just added the 3 sides, and I'm going to stick it to that piece of cardstock pattern paper from the kit, like so, with all the pumpkins in the back. And that's probably one of the simplest cards you can make in the kit. And I actually changed my mind and I ran it through my laminator to add some of the fall to it, and that was it for card number 5. For card number 6, I fussy cut out the scene from the pattern paper again and added to a white cardstock that I cut with one of my stitch dies. And I cut out a bunch of the pumpkins from one of the pattern papers, and I'm just gonna add a bunch of the pumpkins at the bottom of the scene. Then I added my scene to this piece of pink cardstock and a white card base, and that's it for card number 6. For card number 7, I stamped these 2 images from the stamp set, and I'm using my watercolor pen to color the images, and we'll put the card together. Once I finished my coloring, I cut out the entire large image, and as you can see, I colored in between all the white spaces aqua color, and then I added this piece of same kind of colored cardstock at the bottom of the scene, and add just a little, like a 1/8 piece of black cardstock to separate this scene between the blue cardstock and my floral area. And then I add my sentiments, sending you lots of love, which I embossed with white embossing powder on a piece of black cardstock. And that's pretty much it for the card front. I just added it to a white card base, and that's it for card number 7. For card number 8, I cut out a bunch of the pumpkins and added them, as you can see, to the side of the same pattern paper. And I cut out 2 pieces of orange cardstock, and I'm adding that piece right in the center, like so. You could have cut out so much pumpkins from this paper pad. And then I stamped the word thanks on a piece of vellum, which I just put across the scene I created, and that's it for card number 8. For card number 9, I cut out this cute little scene from one of the pattern papers again, and I used my stitch circle die set to kind of frame it. And for the card front, I used this piece of pattern paper. It has all the wood pieces. I'm gonna adhere it to a piece of craft cardstock. And then I'm gonna add it to my card base first, as my scene, my main focal point, dries. Then I added my sentiment again, sending lots of love, and my focal scene, like so. Then I added some crystal glaze over some of the main parts of the scene, just to add some dimension. And that's it for card number 9. For card number 10, I started with this pattern paper, and I stamped the word thanks on this burgundy piece of cardstock, which I'm going to adhere on that piece of pattern paper. And as you can see, I added a little black border around, because it was so busy. I wanted to create that area and have a focus on, you know, to differentiate between the card, the base, and the pattern area. And then I added one of the fall leaves that I cut out also. I was going to use the pink, but then I changed my mind and added the yellow instead. And I also added sending you lots of at the top of the thanks, like so. Then we're going to add this to a white card base, and that's it for card number 10. So I'm giving away this stamp set and whatever's left in the kit. Just leave a comment in the bottom to say if you'd like it, and I will choose someone and announce it in my next video. For the winners of the last video, I want to thank you guys for commenting, and I'm going to show you the 3 winners for the last video. And for the August kit, the winner is Nancy Fleming. For the September kit, it's Wanda Muniz. Wanda Muniz. And for the October kit, it's Coreen Graham. And if you guys could just send me an email with your address where you want me to send the kit, I will send it out right away. And again, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to enter this giveaway for the stamp set and the balance of the kit. And I'll see you next time, like I said.